Welcome to Easy Sleep, where calm begins and your journey to restful sleep starts now. Before the story starts, we're going to complete a quick exercise. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale slowly. Do it again. Inhale and release. Now bring to mind 3 things you're grateful for right now. With each breath, feel that gratitude settle deeper in your chest. You are safe. You are supported. You are enough. Now shift your focus to something you want to create. A goal, a lifestyle, a feeling. Pick one thing. Be specific. Say it clearly in your mind, or whisper it. I am calling in. I am ready to receive it. Repeat it to yourself, with conviction, with belief. Feel the truth of it as if it's already yours. Because if you can imagine it, you can move toward it. Now picture yourself already living it. Where are you? What do you see around you? Who's with you? What sounds, smells, colours? See the version of you who already has this life. How do you walk? Speak? Wake up in the morning. Breathe into that image. Let it become more vivid, more real. You are not chasing this. You're aligning with it, matching its frequency. You are stepping into that version of yourself now. Bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Keep the vision. Keep the gratitude. Now repeat after me. I'm going to have the best night's sleep ever. My body's relaxed and ready for the deepest sleep. I'm going to wake up so refreshed.
The treasure within. You stand at the edge of something unseen, but deeply known. The path that led you here was not paved with logic, but guided by feeling. And now before you rises a building of old stone and living ivy. It breathes a soft pulse into the air, humming with presence. Carved in silver script above the arched doorway, the words shimmer faintly. The library of inner riches. The door swings open of its own accord, with a sound like a breath being drawn in. You step inside. A wash of warmth welcomes you. The light is golden, filtered through high stained glass windows. Books rest on endless shelves, bound in silks and leathers, etched with symbols that pulse faintly. Everything here radiates knowing. Even the silence is full of meaning. A soft chime rings out, and from behind a nearby column a figure appears. She moves with the quiet grace of wind through curtains. Her robe glows like candlelight. Her hair is streaked with silver and stardust. You know her, not from this life, perhaps, but from something older. She smiles, and her voice moves through you like warm tea down the spine. Welcome, seeker. The treasure you long for already knows your name. She gestures, and you follow without hesitation. Books tilt toward you as you pass, covers glinting, spines humming, as if they recognize you. Your body is at ease. The air here smells of cedar and honey. You feel safe, deeply safe. You round a final corner into a quiet alcove where a single book glows on a pedestal. Its cover is forest green, etched with the image of a great tree whose roots spiral down into the earth, and whose branches reach into stars. Across the cover, in letters of living gold, your infinite wealth. You place your hand upon it. A warmth flows up your arm. The book opens with a sigh, revealing pages not written in ink, but light. The first words rise from the page and speak directly into your heart. You are about to remember what your soul never forgot, that you are and always have been enough. The pages begin to turn on their own. You see mirrored illustrations, not of places but of feelings. One page shows a golden key hidden under a pile of old leaves labeled fear, scarcity, unworthiness. The key glows, undiminished. The librarian appears beside you again. Would you like to meet the beliefs that have lived beneath your awareness? You nod. The room ripples, and suddenly you are within the book. Now you stand inside a chamber of mirrors. Candlelight flickers softly. Each mirror reflects not your face, but memories, subconscious whispers long ignored. From the first mirror you hear, "Money doesn't grow on trees." Another whispers, "You have to work hard for every dollar." You listen. You don't argue. You simply witness. The librarian places a small velvet pouch in your hands. These are truths that know your name. Use them where old beliefs once stood. Inside the pouch, a golden feather engraved, "Ease is allowed." A silver acorn. Your worth is not earned, it is given. A crystal coin. Money flows when you flow. You place each token before its matching mirror. The reflections soften, the whispers shift. There is more than enough. You are allowed to receive with joy. Wealth is a natural extension of who you already are. A sense of rightness unfurls in your chest, a spaciousness where something tight once lived. The chamber begins to dissolve. The vision fades. You are back at the table. The book is before you, still open, glowing more brightly now, because so are you. The librarian turns to you once more. Abundance is not something to chase, it is something to remember. You close the book gently. Something in you has changed, and it will continue to change, even now, even after you leave. You take one last look at the shelves, sensing the many chapters that still await. But for now, you are full. You walk towards the exit, carrying no objects, yet holding treasure. As you pass beneath the archway once more, a new thought rises within you, not in words, but in feeling. You have already begun to embody wealth. And so the first chapter ends. But something deeper is only beginning. The light inside the library shifts as you return, not with uncertainty, but with quiet purpose. You now know this place. You feel it respond to you, as if welcoming back a part of itself. The book seemed to lean closer this time, listening. The warm scent of sandalwood and citrus curls through the air. As you move deeper into the stacks, the librarian is already waiting, standing before a tall arched doorway you did not notice before. It's shaped like a keyhole and etched with symbols of hearts, crowns, and open hands. You're ready now to step into the place where your worth is no longer questioned. Beyond this door lies the vault of worthiness. What you find there may challenge old stories, but nothing there will harm you. The door opens soundlessly. Inside, the space is vast, but not cold. Pillars rise into mist, each one embedded with glowing runes that pulse in rhythm with your breath. At the center of the chamber, a circular well made of rose gold stone. Floating above it is a single scale, balanced, weightless. Step forward and place your hand upon the well. It will show you what you've been taught to believe you must do to be worthy. You reach out, your hand connects, the well stirs. Visions rise, not images but feelings, beliefs made visible. One by one they flicker into form. You must achieve more. You must be perfect first. You must give endlessly to earn love. You must struggle to be worthy of ease. You don't push them away. You observe. These aren't truths. They're agreements, old, inherited. You can choose now to release them. The scale above the well shimmers, tilts. Speak aloud a new agreement, one that reflects the truth of your inner abundance. You pause. A phrase rises, not from your mind, but your heart. I am worthy because I exist. My value is not earned, it is inherent. The scale steadies. The runes in the chamber walls begin to glow brighter. From the far end of the vault, a hidden compartment clicks open. Inside, nestled in silk, lies a small mirror framed in gold. You lift it. The reflection it shows is not your face but your essence. Light, strong, radiant. This mirror will return with you. Not in your hands, but in your mind. Whenever you doubt your worth, look inward. It is always there. The vision of the vault begins to fade. You are standing once more in the library's inner chamber, holding the book. Its pages have turned again, this time to a chapter titled Receiving Without Guilt. But for now, you close the cover. You feel something different now in the rhythm of your thoughts. No rush, no chase, just readiness. You have remembered something most spend lifetimes forgetting. That worth is not something you must earn, it is something you must allow. You bow your head slightly in thanks. She does the same, and once more you step through the doorway that leads back to the world, though now it feels smaller than it did before. You carry something vast within you. You are not seeking treasure. You are the treasure. You return to the library once again, this time with a softness in your stride. No longer a seeker, but something more, a rememberer of truths. The doors open before you, as if sensing your readiness. The librarian waits beside the central pedestal, where your infinite wealth lies open to a new chapter. The golden tree on its cover now glows more brightly, as though your inner roots have deepened. This is the chapter most souls resist, yet it is the one that changes everything. Many can give, fewer can receive without guilt. The pages begin to turn, revealing a wide hall lined with velvet drapes and still fountains. You step into the scene as the book's light envelops you. You now stand in the hall of receiving. The air is still. The silence is velvet. Pedestals rise all around you, each holding an object of beauty, ease, or joy. A golden coin, a bouquet of glowing roses, a key of sapphire, a letter written in light. Each one pulses with the energy of a gift you once rejected. These are things that were offered to you but never received, not because you were unworthy, but because you believed you needed to struggle first. You approach one pedestal. The coin glows warmly. You remember an opportunity once offered, but you said, "I'm not ready." Another holds the letter. A compliment you deflected. Touch them. Say yes now. Rewrite the moment within your subconscious. I receive this now, with ease. I allow this because I am ready. I deserve to feel good, without earning it. As your words are spoken, the objects dissolve, not vanishing, but merging with you. You feel it, not a rush, but a gentle current flowing toward your heart. When you feel guilt as you receive, it is not your guilt. It is inherited. It does not belong to you. She gestures toward a fountain. Within its clear waters, you see images. A parent refusing help, saying, "I can do it myself." A teacher praising self-sacrifice over joy. A culture that equates effort with virtue and ease with laziness. None of this is you. You are not stealing when you receive. You are restoring balance. The more you allow in, the more you overflow. You step into the fountain. It is not wet, but luminous, like moonlight made into water. As it surrounds you, guilt begins to fall away like old dust. What remains is stillness, spaciousness, openness. I allow money. I allow praise. I allow ease. I allow support. I allow joy. The hall begins to fade. You are back in the library, the book before you. Its pages now hum with gratitude, not as if they are thanking you, but as if they are celebrating your remembrance. You're not learning how to manifest. You're learning how to stop resisting what has always been yours. The cover of the book glows once more, then closes softly on its own. You place your hand upon it. It feels different now, like it belongs to you, or more truthfully, like you belong to it. You walk towards the library's door once more, but this time your energy is different. You are not hoping, you are allowing, you are not asking, you are receiving, and what comes next you do not chase, you welcome. The library feels different today, alive, like a river beneath your feet. You step through the arched entrance without hesitation, and it's as though the building breathes with you. The air is crisp, tinged with lavender and amber. The light shifts as you walk, flowing ahead of you like a path being written in real time. The librarian is waiting once again, standing beside a spiral staircase that wasn't there before. You've learned to allow. Now it's time to align. Wealth flows like water, but only when we stop trying to force it through locked doors. She leads you up the staircase. With every step, the world becomes quieter. Above, a domed chamber appears, walls made of translucent crystal, echoing with faint harmonies. This is the chamber of flow. At its center, a large, circular basin holds shimmering water that ripples without movement. Around it, 6 stone tablets float in the air, etched with subtle light. Each tablet contains a law of alignment. The librarian gestures towards the first. Read them aloud. Let your voice imprint the truths onto your subconscious. You take a breath and begin. I do not chase money. I align with the energy that attracts it. I do not force outcomes. I trust divine timing and take inspired action. I do not hustle from fear. I act from clarity, peace, and inner direction. My value is not determined by effort, but by resonance. The more I enjoy, the more I attract. I am already in flow. I only need to notice. As you speak each truth, the water in the basin responds, glowing softly, swirling in geometric patterns. Your voice has tuned the room. You feel your body shift, not upward but inward, like the current inside you has unclogged. The librarian walks to the edge of the basin and holds out her palm. A sphere of light rises from the water and hovers between you. This is the current of your personal wealth flow. It's always been here. You're just beginning to listen. You step forward. The sphere enters your chest. There's no pain, only peace. You feel the difference immediately. A subtle hum in your body. A deep quiet in your thoughts. A sense of being exactly where you're meant to be. You no longer need to be everywhere at once. The path of wealth is simple. It's the path of resonance. She hands you a parchment. It is blank. But as you hold it, images begin to form. Opportunities, ideas, names, and moments not yet happened, but now magnetized by your alignment. You won't need to chase any of this. It will meet you at your frequency. The scene fades. You are once more in the library's heart. The book Your Infinite Wealth open to the last page of this chapter. The spiral staircase dissolves, but the imprint remains within you. You know now that the universe is not testing you. It's mirroring you. And now your signal is clear. You close the book slowly, breathing in the moment. You are no longer trying to swim against the current. You are the current. And as you walk back to the threshold of the library, you feel no rush, no urgency, only a calm certainty that wealth flows to you, because it now flows from you. The library glows brighter today, not with light from outside, but from you. As you return, it is clear, something has shifted. The doors no longer wait to open. They part like the curtain at a final act, revealing a stage prepared for you. You walk with ease now. The silence greets you like a friend, and the shelves seem to bow ever so slightly in welcome. The librarian is waiting, not as a guide ahead of you, but now at your side. Today's chapter isn't about becoming. It's about being, living as if you already are what you once longed to be. You reach the pedestal, and your infinite wealth opens without touch. A golden ribbon lifts the page, revealing the title etched in brilliant light. Living in overflow. The book expands, and once more you are drawn inside. You now walk through a golden orchard, its trees heavy with fruit. The air hums with richness, not of possession, but of presence. Each step is soft, fertile. You are not gathering, you are radiating. The librarian walks beside you, speaking as you pass trees bearing glowing pomegranates, jeweled figs, silver peaches. Overflow is not how much you hold. It's how much flows through you without fear of running out. When you live in overflow, you give naturally, without tracking, without draining. You stop at a tree shaped like a spiral. At its base lies a basin made of polished stone. It's already full, and from its center more water rises in a gentle fountain, spilling over constantly. This is your new relationship with wealth. You are not a cup to be filled. You are a fountain. She gestures to a series of floating symbols around the tree. Each one represents a fear once held. If I give too much, I'll have less. I must save everything to feel safe. If I share my success, others will take from me. You touch each symbol, and as your hand connects, it dissolves, replaced by golden affirmations in your own voice. Giving does not diminish me, it multiplies me. My overflow is infinite because its source is internal. I am safe to circulate wealth. I am wealth. As the last word leaves your lips, a glow surrounds your chest. You feel it, the pulse of overflow. Not an idea, but a presence. Not a mindset, but a frequency. You no longer fear generosity. You trust your source. You trust yourself. She steps aside to reveal a mirror made of running water, suspended in the air. Look and see the version of you that lives fully in overflow. You step forward. In the mirror, you see yourself standing tall, open-hearted, glowing with confidence. There is no grasping, no hiding, only sharing, only being. I am not afraid of being seen in my wealth. I allow my light to inspire others. The orchard begins to brighten, the sun blooming through every branch. And then, like the final note of a song, the scene fades. You are back in the library. The book is open on the pedestal. The final words on the page gleam. Overflow is not something you achieve. It is something you allow once you realize you are the source. The librarian touches your shoulder lightly. You've come far. You now carry more than knowledge. You carry remembrance. And remembrance radiates. She says nothing more. She doesn't need to. As you leave the library, there is no sense of returning to the world below. Instead, the world rises to meet you. Everything is different now, because you are. You are not holding wealth. You are living in overflow. The library is still when you arrive, still but vibrant, like a held breath waiting to be exhaled. You step through the arched doorway, and it no longer feels like entering something separate. It feels like returning to your own mind. A gentle breeze moves through the stacks. No windows are open. The air stirs from within. The librarian greets you with a nod, less formal now. There is ease in her posture, as if she knows you no longer seek permission. You've remembered so much. Now comes the final shift, not of what you do, but of what you are. She gestures to the center of the room, where your infinite wealth rests open to a page that glows silver blue, like moonlight reflected on still water. The title hums gently, "The Frequency of Financial Freedom." The library fades once more, and you are inside the book. You stand now within a high, open space, columns made of light, floor made of sky. There are no walls, only horizon. The air here has no weight, and yet you feel grounded like never before. A voice, not the librarian's but your own, emerges from the air around you. I no longer chase freedom. I am freedom. I walk as the frequency of wealth. Floating in front of you, 6 orbs of light appear, each pulsing with a distinct tone, like different notes in a scale. These are the core frequencies of financial freedom. The librarian joins you, speaking softly beside the orbs. Each of these frequencies lives within you. Say them aloud and feel where they awaken in your body. Clarity. I know what I want and why. Choice. I am free to act or not act from alignment. Trust. I release control and follow inner guidance. Safety. I am supported in the unseen. Expansion. I allow myself to grow without guilt. Joy. I create and receive from pleasure, not pressure. As each phrase is spoken, the orbs merge one by one into your chest. They do not weigh you down. They lift you. Your body begins to feel untethered, not floaty, free. Freedom does not mean you escape responsibility. It means you move without fear. You choose from sovereignty, not survival. She raises her hand, and a mirror of wind forms before you. You see a version of yourself, walking through life, unhurried, unattached to outcomes, completely rooted in self-worth. Money flows toward this version of you like metal to a magnet, not because of effort, but because of alignment. Can you walk through your life like this now, even before the numbers change, even before the evidence appears? Yes, because freedom isn't something I wait for. It's something I become. The wind dissolves. You are back in the library, standing before the pedestal. The book glows beneath your fingertips. The librarian touches the center of your chest, where the orbs still hum softly within. You don't need to try anymore. You only need to tune, and you are already tuned. You close the book, not with finality, but with grace. It feels less like closing a volume and more like sealing a truth into you. You walk towards the door, not as a student, not as a seeker, but as a source, a walking frequency, a living field of wealth. You are not hoping for freedom. You radiate it. You walk differently now, not because of where you're going, but because of who you finally remember yourself to be. You return to the library not as a visitor now, but as part of it. It no longer welcomes you. It recognizes you. You walk its halls with the energy of someone who belongs. The air carries no agenda. The shelves no longer lean toward you. They wait, quiet and still. Because they know you no longer need to be given. You've become the giver. The librarian stands at the heart of the library, not ahead, not beside, but behind you now. You've reached the point where there's nothing more to seek, only more to be. She doesn't gesture. You already know where to go. You arrive at the pedestal. The book Your Infinite Wealth opens to the final chapter, its pages weightless in your hands. The title is simple, clean, true. Wealth as your natural state. The room changes, not with flash or shift, but with unfolding. Suddenly you are standing in a garden. Everything here grows without effort, Trees bear fruit without striving. Water flows without instruction. Flowers bloom without checking who's watching. This is the garden of natural wealth. You breathe in, and with that breath, something clicks into place. This abundance is not new. It's not even being created. It's being remembered. I've never been outside of wealth, only outside the belief that I could claim it. The librarian's voice floats into the space, not from outside, but from within. You are not separate from prosperity. You are made from it. You are it. The garden shifts subtly. You now see versions of yourself from different ages, different lives, walking through scenes of waiting, trying, struggling. You do not resist them. You walk toward each version, and as you do, they merge into you. One by one, you no longer see them as lesser. You see them as steps. And now they are integrated. I no longer carry the story of scarcity. I release the myth of lack. I release the mask of not yet. The earth beneath your feet pulses with quiet joy. Not excitement, not noise, just rightness. A simple, irrefutable knowing. You do not need to ask for wealth. You are wealth. The wind moves gently through the garden, brushing your skin like memory. You hold out your hand, and from the sky falls a golden apple, smooth, round, effortless. You bite into it, and in that moment you taste it. Not metaphor, but reality. Ease, flow, nourishment, wholeness. You've passed no test. You've earned no title. You've simply arrived at what's always been yours. The garden begins to fade, not because it's gone, but because it has rooted itself within you. You're back in the library, standing over the closed book. It hums with completion, not an end, but a continuum. The librarian places a hand on your back. No words now, only presence. You walk slowly toward the library's exit, not as someone returning to the world, but as someone bringing something back with them. You carry no book in your hands, because the book is now in your being. You do not need to manifest wealth. You embody it. You do not wait for proof. You are the evidence. You are the natural state.